as a sort of a moderate Islamic group or a progressive Islamic group, how would you categorize it, and how would you define that category?
Api masuk BFM.
Okay, frankly speaking, actually I'm not that comfortable with the leveling of syndrome in our society, like conservative Islam, progressive Islam, because the only idea that I know, the idea of Islam that I know, we as Muslims, we have roles in bringing the society forward. Islam is a religion that provides benefits and solutions to all. So, practically speaking, as ABIM president or as ABIM member, we need to encourage dialogues, engagements, collaborations with all stakeholders. So Islam is not just about rhetoric, slogan without action done. So since you asked me about progressive Islam, of course, as I said, the only Islam that I know is we as Muslims, we have roles in bringing the society forward. So when we talk about the practicing Islam, it should not be separated from the reality of society. Okay, for example, what ABIM believes, the measure of success for Islamic awareness, for example, should contain the same assessment of the People's Quality of Life Index, the Corruption Perception Index, the Environmental Performance Index, and other benchmarks that should be able to show the improvement from the increasing of Islamic awareness. So this must be hand in hand.
Right.
So the assessment must be hand in hand. That's what I could say from the understanding of progressive Islam.
Yeah. Faisal, tell me a little bit about how ABIM has evolved over the years, because the founding of ABIM came at a time where, like you mentioned, there was a sort of void when it comes to Islamic identity in the post-colonial era, with the 60s, the 70s, after World War II, and so on and so forth. But now, many decades later, whether it's in Malaysia or many parts of the world, countries have evolved, history has evolved, Islam as a religion has evolved as well. How has ABIM evolved over the years?
Actually, of course, as what we discussed just now, in 1970s, ABIM brought the campaign Islam as a Way of Life.
Right.
We published many books about Islam, and also we did offer free tudung to Muslim women in kampung-kampung as a symbol of introducing tudung to the masses. So when we talk about the practicing women, women wearing tudung, mainly it came from ABIM. When we have a campaign, we offer free tudung for them. We explain to them the importance of wearing tudung and so on. But now, Islamic awareness, if you look through history, has prospered and gained success, especially in 1990s. Prof. Zakaria Al-Junaid, in his book Islam in Malaysia, he mentioned this success as a triumphalist Islamization. So, having said so, for me, involvement is very important, and the discourses touching on Islamic awareness, revivalism, and so on, which revolves around the discourse of the post-colonial era, should be shifted to the discourse of post-COVID era. Now we live in the post-COVID era, and of course, in entering the post-COVID era, that further accelerates the growth of technology. That changes the way of life.
In 300 meters,
dramatically.
slight
We
left.
need to carefully study and map out the future of Islamic awareness agenda, because because of this COVID, the youth now they are really different from decades past, and so all in all, we need to be open as Islamic activists or Islamic Islamic NGO leader. We need to be open in order to pioneer the new